My name is Bezark and I'm a psychotherapist. In this short video, I'd like to give you a couple of easy, helpful strategies to help you cope during this time. When I was younger, I had a very hard time learning to ride a bicycle. I would lean too much to one side and then compensate by leaning too much to the other side. I was very frightened. I would tense up and that would make me and the bicycle wobble even more. And then sometimes I would get really frightened. I would just put my feet down and stop. Ultimately, I did learn to ride a bicycle, and what was challenging and frightening for me at one point became second nature. I think that learning to cope with the coronavirus is similar in that we have to learn how to stay balanced. When we're at our best, we can handle whatever comes our way. We can handle it easily. We can manage our emotions. Our thoughts are clear, and we have the energy to do what needs to get done. When life is too much for us, we get overwhelmed and we get out of balance. Sometimes we're like Tigger. We jump around all over the place. Our thoughts bounce around in our heads. We're overwhelmed, stressed, and irritable. At other times, we shut down. It can be hard to motivate ourselves. Everything can feel pointless or hopeless. We're a little more like Eeyore. So think about what your style is. Do you tend to become hyper? Do you tend to shut down? Or do you go back and forth between the two? In normal times, we all have our ups and downs, and we can usually find our balance easily on our own. But these times certainly are not normal. And additionally, all of the things that we use to cope, to feel better, to make ourselves happy, to distract ourselves, we can't do in this current climate. So we need some extra help. If we're hyper, the most important thing to do is to stop, ground, and breathe. So let me show you what I mean. Put both of your feet on the floor and really feel the solid earth beneath your feet. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. Then feel your body in the chair. Feel the chair supporting your body. And now take some slow, deep breaths. In to the count of 4. Hold to the count of 4, and then exhale to the count of 5. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that again. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully you can feel a little calmer and more relaxed in your body. Now just notice what's going on around you in this present moment. And throughout the course of the day, try to stay focused on what's happening in your environment around you rather than getting lost in the noise and chatter inside your head. I want to teach you another easy technique. It's called the butterfly hug. And this was taught to children in Mexico after a very significant earthquake a number of years ago. So cross your arms like this, hook your thumbs, and then place your hands on your chest, and you're going to slowly just tap back and forth, just like this, at about this speed. And we're going to do a set of 5, stop and breathe, and then do another set. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and good. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And then let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and breath. Good. So you can add a pleasant image in your mind when you're doing this. You can also add some positive beliefs about yourself, like, I'm doing the best I can, I'm going to get through this. And if you say those things to yourself while you're doing the tapping, that will enhance the experience. If you only have a minute and you're having a hard time, it's important to take a little break. Get up, get a cup of coffee, get a glass of water, go outside, smell the air, take a minute and notice the change of seasons, and then go back to what you were doing. If you have more time, you can take a little break, distract yourself, and reset. Do something that you enjoy doing. Watch a funny video, take a walk, exercise, call a friend, read, check your phone. The other day I was having a really hard time and I took a half-an-hour walk, and it totally made a difference and really reset me. So I certainly encourage you to do that. When we're shut down, it can be harder for us to get going and make a change. And it's really important to just do something. It almost doesn't matter what you do. Get moving, stretch, get out of bed, take a shower, have something to eat, and then be your own cheering section. Break your tasks and to-dos into manageable steps. And after each step, be really encouraging, supportive, compliment yourself. And in this way, you can encourage yourself out of your funk and into more activity. It's important also to breathe, but when you're more shut down, you want to take deep, energizing inhales and then a softer, quieter exhale, like this. And after just 2 or 3 of those, you'll really begin to feel your body getting more energized. And finally, just get your blood flowing and move. Put on some lively music, do jumping jacks, dance around your heart, jog in place. Just get yourself moving, and that will really make a change. When we ride a bicycle, we do these constant adjustments almost without noticing to keep ourselves in balance. In the same way, it's really important to check in with yourself repeatedly throughout the day. How am I doing? Am I hyper? Am I shut down? What do I need to do to get myself back on track? If we do this regularly, rather than waiting till the end of the day, or even if we've been in a funk for a couple days, it's going to be easier to get ourselves back in balance. Additionally, if we developed a self-care routine so that we have a couple of things that we do each day or each week to calm ourselves, to break the monotony, to give us something fun to do, that's going to help us be less reactive and more resilient. So let's talk about another kind of balance, and that's a balanced perspective. And what I mean by that is being able to stand back and look at the whole picture. It feels like we're going to be stuck in the house forever, but we're really not. Things will change. They will get better. When my kids were young, we used to play a game called Fortunately, Unfortunately, usually when we'd be stuck in the car and they were bored. It goes something like this. Unfortunately, we have a long car ride and we're stuck in the car. Fortunately, we have a car and we don't have to walk. Unfortunately, I'm hungry. Fortunately, we have snacks. Unfortunately, Mom brought the snacks, so they're healthy snacks. Well, you get the idea. So this going back and forth between a positive and a negative, between comfortable and uncomfortable, is very calming for our nervous system. It really helps ground us. And we want to be able to do that. It's important to acknowledge the feelings that we have and the difficulties that we have, but also to not get stuck in the negative. So let's do a little experiment. I want you to close your eyes and think of something that happened recently that was upsetting, but something that's maybe a 3 out of 10, so not too upsetting. As you focus on it, just notice what begins to happen in your body. You'll probably feel some tension maybe in your throat or your gut or your shoulders. You might have some irritating thoughts. You might have some annoyance or frustration in terms of your emotions. You just sort of notice that. And now shake it off. Just shake it off. And I want you to close your eyes again. And this time we're going to create a positive image. So take a moment and go inside and let your mind go to a beautiful scene, to the beach, to the mountains, to a fun family vacation, to a happy family event, just any place that feels good and positive. And really use all of your senses to be there. You can take some slow, deep breaths. Look at the sights. What do you see? What are the colors? What's the light? Listen for the sounds around you. Notice any smells. Notice what it feels like to be in this place. If there's any wind or what the temperature is or the sun on your face. The more you use your senses to be in a place, the more calming and relaxing that it will be for you. And again, this is a great little tool that you can just take out to reset and get yourself back to a more pleasant place. In the midst of all of the challenges we're going through, it's really important to focus on the positives, to think about what you're grateful for. So take a moment now and think about what is okay in this moment. What might even be good or pleasant or positive that's going on in your life. And at the end of the day, you can take a moment and just reflect on the day and think about, what did I do today that I feel good about? What am I proud of? What went well? What was a positive experience? What do I feel grateful for? And again, this is another way to sort of reset and not get lost in the negative. Don't think too much about the future. The future is unknown. It can be scary, and we don't even know what it's going to look like. So really stay focused on the present. What do I need to do now? What do I need to do today to enjoy myself, to relax, to get done what I need to get done, to take good care of myself and my family? It's really important to limit your input of the news and of talking about the virus, of talking with your friends and family about the virus, reading about it, thinking about it. We really need a break. Our nervous systems need a break from this. So it's really important to be able to get the information you need and then move on to something else. And when you find yourself focusing on it in your mind, just turn the channel. It's also important to add some new stimulation. Walk in a different place, play different music, learn something, read about something new, research something, so that we keep our brains alive and awake during this time. At the same time, structure and routine are very, very important. It's really easy, since we're not going out of the house very much, to slide back, to get up later, to stay in our sweats, to not take a shower, to not follow our routine. But that's not good for us. When we get up in the morning, get dressed, do what we need to do, follow our typical morning routine from back in the old days, that signals our body, hey, okay, the day's starting, let's get going, this is what we have to do. In the same way, at the end of the day, if we have a routine that closes down the day, that also signals our body, okay, it's time to chill, relax, get ready to slow down. And during the course of the day, whether you're working from home, whether you're homeschooling your kids, to have some kind of structure, routine, predictability is going to be much more helpful for all of you. Even during this really difficult time, I've been really heartened to see how well people are coping. There's amazing free content on the internet. People are volunteering time, volunteering music. There's really funny videos. There's a lot of really creative stuff going on. And people are really pulling together in many ways. And I think it's really important for us to remember that and to see that. I'm also so appreciative of all the people on the front line, the healthcare workers, the EMS workers, the police, and all of the other people, the grocery store clerks, the delivery men, the farmers, all the people that are keeping us supported and safe during this time. It's really important that we honor them. Many things during this time feel out of our control, but we are in control of how we handle it. We do have a lot of choice in how we take care of ourselves and our family, both physically and emotionally. I hope this little video was helpful for you. And if you need more support, please call the Westchester County Support and Referral Line. And that number is 914-995-1900. And again, 914-995-1900.